Hi students, welcome to another video of Smartly Learn. In this video, let's see how to solve the first question in exercise 8.2. Evaluate the following. There are 5 subdivisions. Let's take up the first expression. Sin 60 cos 30 plus sin 30 cos 60. Let's note down the expression. It is sin 60 cos 30 degrees plus sin 30 degrees cos 60 degree. So we are going to evaluate this particular expression. Now let's note down the values that we need. So sin 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Now cos 30 degrees is also root 3 by 2. Next they asked you is sin 30. So sin 30 is going to be equal to 1 by 2. So is cos 60 degrees. So that is another 1 by 2. Now let's substitute all of these values here. So sin 60 it's root 3 by 2 into cos 30 is another root 3 by 2 plus sin 30 is 1 by 2 into cos 60 is another 1 by 2. So root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4. So next step you add 3 by 4 by plus 1 by 4 is 4 by 4 which is equal to 1. Now let's take up the second expression. 2 tan squared 45 plus cos squared 30 minus sin squared 60. So first let's write down the expression here. So it is 2 tan squared 45 degrees plus cos squared 30 degrees minus sin squared 60 degrees. Now let's start writing out the value. Tan 45 degrees is equal to 1. Now cos 30 degrees is equal to root 3 by 2 and sin 60 is also another root 3 by 2. Now let's start substituting it here. This is 2 into tan squared 45. So 1 the whole square plus cos 30 degrees which is root 3 by 2. I have to square that up minus sin squared 60. So another root 3 by 2 the whole square. So this is 2 into 1. So 2 plus 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4. We can simply cut out this. So the final answer is 2. Now let's take up the third expression in this particular question. That expression is cos 45 by secant 30 plus cosecant 30. So let's note it. Cos 45 degrees divided by secant 30 degrees plus cosecant 30 degrees. So let's write down the values. Cos 45 degrees is going to be 1 by root 2. Now secant 30 degrees is 2 by root 3 and cosecant 30 degrees is equal to 2. Now let's start substituting these values. So cos 45 is 1 by root 2. The whole thing divided by secant 30 is 2 by root 3 plus cosecant 30 is 2. So now let's do the LCM only for the denominator. So 1 by root 2, the whole thing divided by 2 plus 2 root 3, the whole thing divided by root 3. So in the next step, we can simplify these. I'm going to take out the root 3 to the numerator. So this will become root 3. This denominator will come down here. So there is going to be a root 2. Then this is 2 plus 2 root 3. I can take out the 2 common outside. This requires a couple of simplifications. So let's do it here. So this is going to be equal to root 3 divided by 2 root 2. I have taken the 2 outside. So this has become just 1 plus root 3. Now I cannot leave the answer here. So I'm going to do a rationalization. So in both the numerator and denominator, I'm going to multiply by its conjugate. So this will be 1 minus root 3. Here also 2 root 2. 1 plus root 3, I'm multiplying it with 1 minus root 3. So this is root 3 into 1 minus root 3, the whole thing divided by 2 root 2. Now this is a plus b into a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. So it is written as 1 minus 3. So this is root 3 into 1 minus root 3, the whole thing divided by 2 root 2 into minus 2. Now the next step, I'm going to take out the minus value outside and move it out to the numerator. So this will actually become root 3 I'm taking the minus sign outside. So 1 minus root 3, the whole thing divided by 2 into 2 is 4. So this is 4 root 2. Now I'm pushing the root inside here. So this will become root 3 into, this minus sign is going out here. So this is root 3 minus 1, the whole thing by 4 root 2. I still don't want to leave it in the conjugate, although the answer is done. So I'm going to again multiply with root 2's in both the numerator and denominator. So this is going to be, now here before I multiply, I'm going to do this multiplication. So root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 minus root 3 is your numerator, into there is a root 2. The whole thing divided by 4 root 2 into root 2, which is 8. So the answer is 3 root 2 minus root 6 by 8. So this is the final answer after simplification. Now let us take up the fourth subdivision here. So sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosecant 60 by secant 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. So let's note down the expression and start writing its values that are needed. Then we can start the substitution. It is sin 30 plus tan 45 degrees minus cosecant 60 degrees, the whole thing divided by secant 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. So let's list out the values for each of these. So sin 30 is going to be equal to 1 by 2. Tan 45 is 1 actually. So cosecant 60 is just 2 by root 3. Then secant 30 is there. Secant 30 is also going to be equal to 2 by root 3. Cos 60 degrees is equal to 1 by 2 and cot 45 degrees is equal to 1. Now let's start substituting the values out here. So this is sin 30 is 1 by 2 plus tan 45 is 1 minus cosecant 60 is going to be 2 by root 3 divided by denominator is secant 30, that is 2 by root 3 plus cos 60 is 1 by 2 plus cot 45 is 1. Now let's start simplifying. The numerator can be, this I'm combining. So this is 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3. The whole thing here, I'm going to write another 3 by 2. So this is 3 by 2 plus 2 by root 3. So I'm going to first take the LCM in both the cases. So it is 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 2 root 3. The whole thing divided by 3 root 3 plus 4 by 2 root 3. So these two denominators will get cancelled. So for simplification, we will only have 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 3 root 3 plus 4. Now I'm going to, this is of the form a plus b, so I'm going to multiply both the numerator and denominator with a minus b version. So 3 root 3 minus 4 into 3 root 3 minus 4, I'm putting it as square, divided by 3 root 3 plus 4 into 3 root 3 minus 4. So now this is going to be a minus b the whole square. It is a square b square minus 2ab. So I'm going to write this a square is 3 root 3 the whole square, which is 27. B square is 4 square is 16. Minus 2ab is minus 24 root 3. The whole thing divided by denominator is going to be 3 root 3 the whole square, which is 27, minus 4 the whole square is 16. So combine this. This is going to be 43 minus 24 root 3 the whole thing by 11. So this will be the final answer. Since there's no irrational number in the denominator, we can stop right here. Now let's take up the fifth subdivision in this question. 5 cos square 60 plus 4 secant square 30 minus tan square 45 by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. So now let's write it out. 5 cos squared 60 plus 4 secant squared 30 degrees minus tan squared 45, the whole thing divided by sin squared 30 plus cos squared 30. So now let's start writing the value. Cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. Now secant 30 degrees is going to be 2 by root 3. Tan 45 is equal to 1. Sin 30 is going to be equal to 1 by 2. And cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Now all the values are here with us. Let's start the substitution. So this is 5 into cos squared 60, so which is 1 by 2 the whole square, plus 4 into secant squared 30. So this is 2 by root 3 the whole square, minus 1 the whole square. The whole thing divided by sin square 30 is 1 by 2 the whole square, plus root 3 by 2 the whole square. Now, the two ways to look at it. If you do the simplification, usually sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. If you don't remember the identity, we can simply substitute in the numerator. This is 5 into 1 by, so that this is 5 by 4 plus 4 into 4 by 3 minus 1. The whole thing divided by 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which is equal to 1. So the next step, I'm skipping the denominator. So this is simply 5 by 4 plus 16 by 3 minus 1. So take out an LCM, which is going to be 12. So 5 into 3 is 15 plus 16 into 4 is 64 minus 12. So you have just ignored the denominator because the denominator is going to be 1. So if you simplify this, this is going to be 67 divided by 12. There is no scope for simplification. So this is the final answer. In the next video, we will see how to solve the second question in this exercise. Please extend your support to me by subscribing to my channel Smartly Learn. You can also reach out to me through my website www.smartlylearn.in for more practice worksheets. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.